ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। Hare Krishna. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto number 10, chapter number 87, text 41. द्युपतय एव तेन ययुरन्तम् अनन्तया। द्युपतय एव तेन ययुरनन्तम् अनन्ततया। स्वमपि यत् अन्तराण्डनिचयाननु सावर्णः। खैव रजांसि वान्ति वयसा सह यच्छ्रुतयस्। त्वयि हि फलन्ति अतन्निरसनेन भवन्निदानः। द्युपतय एव तेन ययुरन्तम् अनन्ततया। त्वमपि यत् अन्तराण्डनिचयाननु सावर्णः। खैव रजांसि वान्ति वयसा सह यच्छ्रुतयस्। त्वयि हि फलन्ति अतन्निरसनेन भवन्निधनः। द्युपतय एव तेन ययुरन्तम् अनन्ततया। त्वमपि यत् अन्तराण्डनिचयाननु सावर्णः। खैव रजांसि वान्ति वयसा सह यच्छ्रुतयस्। त्वयि हि फलन्ति अतन्निरसनेन भवन्निधनः। द्युपतय एव तेन ययुरन्तम् अनन्ततया। त्वमपि यत् अण्डान्तरनिचयाननु सावर्णः। खैव रजांसि वान्ति सह यच्छ्रुतयस्। त्वयि फलन्ति अतन्निरसनेन भवन्निधनः द्युपतय एव तेन ययुरन्तम् अनन्ततया त्वमपि यद् अन्तराण्डनिचया ननु सावर्णः कैवरजांसि वान्ति वयसा सहितश्च त्वयि फलन्ति अतन्निरसनेन भवन्निधनः द्युपतय एव तेन ययुरन्तम् अनन्ततया त्वमपि यद् अन्तराण्डनिचया ननु सावर्णः कैवरजांसि वान्ति वयसा सह्यच्छ्रुतयस् त्वयि फलन्ति अतन्निरसनेन भवन्निधनः माताजी द्युपतय एव तेन ययुरन्तम् अनन्ततया तमपि यत् अन्तराण्डनिचया ननु सावर्णः कैवरजांसि वान्ति वयसा सह्यच्छ्रुतयस् त्वयि फलन्ति अतन्निरसनेन भवन्निधनः What word meaning? Dew of heaven, Patayah, the masters, Eva, even, Te, your, Na, Yajuhu, cannot reach, Antam, the end, Anantaya, Anantataya, because of being unlimited, Tvam, you, Api, even, Yat, whom, Antara, within, Anda, of universes, Nichayaha, multitudes, Nanu, indeed, Sa, along with, Avaranaha, their outer shells, K, in the sky, Iva, as, Rajamsi, particles of dust, Vanti, blow about, Vayasasaha, with the wheel of time, Yat, because, Shrutayaha, the Vedas, Tvai, in you, He, indeed, Phalanti, bear fruit, Atat, of that which is distinct from the absolute truth, Nirasanena, by the elimination, Bhavat, in you, Nidanaha, whose ultimate conclusion. Translation and purport by the humble disciples of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. It's very long purport. It will take a little time. Because you are unlimited, neither the lords of heaven nor even you yourself can even ever reach the end of your glories. The countless universes, each enveloped in its shell, are compelled by the wheel of time to wander within you, like particles of dust blowing about in the sky. The Shrutis, following their method of elimination, eliminating everything separate from the Supreme, become successful by revealing you as their final conclusion. Purport. Now, in their last prayer, the personified Vedas draw the conclusion that all Shrutis, by their various literal and metaphorical references, ultimately describe the Supreme Personality of Godhead's identity, personal qualities and powers. The Upanishads glorify Him without end. Yad urdhvam gargi divo yad arvak prithivya yad antara Dvaya Prithivi ime yad bhutam bhavaccha bhavishyascha. My dear daughter of Garga, his greatness encompasses everything above us in heaven, everything below the surface of the earth, everything in between heaven and earth, and everything that has ever existed, exists now, or will ever exist. Brihat Aranyaka Upanishad 3.8.4. To illuminate the meaning of this final prayer by the Shrutis, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur presents the following conversation between Lord Narayana and the personified Vedas. The Vedas said, Lord Brahma and the other rulers of the heavenly planet have not yet reached the end of your glories. What can we do then, since we are insignificant in comparison to these great demigods? Lord Narayana replied, no, you Shrutis are gifted with more sublime vision than the demigods who rule this universe. You will be able to reach the end of my glories if you do not stop now. If you do not stop now. But even if you cannot find your, but even you cannot find your own limit. So Shruti say to Krishna that, but even you cannot find your own limit. If that is the case, what do you mean when you call me omniscient and omnipotent? We conclude that you possess these features from the very fact that you are limitless. Certainly, if one is ignorant of something that does not even exist, like a rabbit's horn, such a non-entity that does not limit his omnipotence. You are so vast that multitudes of universes float within you. Each of these universes is surrounded by 7 shells composed of the material elements, and each of these concentric shells is 10 times larger than the one within it. Although we can never fully describe the truth about you, we perfect our existence by declaring that you are the true topic of the Vedas. But why do you seem dissatisfied? Because in the Vedas, Srila Vyasadeva has described the transcendental existence of Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan, only briefly. When he saw the need to elaborate on his description of the Supreme, he chose to concentrate on the subject of Brahman, the impersonal aspect of the Supreme known as Tat or that, explaining Brahman by negating whatever is different from it. Just as in the field where a chest of jewels has been accidentally spilled, the jewels can be recovered by removing unwanted stones, twigs and refuse. So within the visible realm of Maya and her creations, of the absolute truth can be found by a process of eliminating. Since we Vedas cannot possibly enumerate every material category, individual entity, quality and motion in the universe from the beginning to end of the time, and since the truth concerning Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan would still remain untouched even if we described all these things and then discarded them. By this means of investigation, we never expect to reach a final destination of you, a final definition of you. Only by your mercy can we make some attempt to approach you, the supremely inaccessible absolute truth. There are many statements of Shrutis that carry on the work of Ata Nirasanam, the process of distinguishing the Supreme from everything inferior. The Brihat Aranyaka Upanishad 3.8.8, for example, states, Asthulam Ananu, Ahrasvam, Adirgham, Alohitam, Asneham, Achayam, Atma, Avayu, Anakasham, Asangam, Arasam, Agandham, Achakshusam, Ashrutram, Agamno, Atejasakam, Apranam, Asukham, Amatram, Anantaram, Abahyam. It is neither big nor small, short nor long, hot nor cool, in shadow nor in darkness, nor in the wind or the ether, nor is in the wind or the ether. It is not in contact with anything, and it has no taste, smell, eyes, ears, motion, potency, life, air, pleasure, measurement inside or outside. The Kena Upanishad 3 declares, Anyad Eva tat viditvad aho aviditad adi. Brahman is distinct from what is known and also from what is yet to be known. And the Katha Upanishad 2.14 says, Anyatra dharmad, anyatra adharmad, anyatra smat krita kritat. Brahman is outside the scope of religion and irreligion, pious and impious actions. According to the rules of linguistic and logic, a negation cannot be unbounded. There must some positive counterpart of which it is the negation. In the case of the Vedas, exhaustive atan nirasanam, their denial that anything material is absolutely real, the counterpart is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna. Srila Sridhar Swami prays, Dyupatayo vidur antam anantate na cha bhavan na girah shruti maulayah tvayi phalanti yato nama itti ato jaya jayeti bhaje tavatam padam tavatat padam. The gods of heaven do not know your limit, O endless Lord, and even you do not know it, because the transcendental words of the topmost Shrutis become fruitful by revealing you. I offer you my obeisances. Thus I worship you as the absolute truth, saying, all glories to you, all glories to you. Please repeat. Because you are unlimited, neither the lords of heaven nor even you yourself can ever reach the end of your glories. The countless universes, each enveloped in its shell, are compelled by the wheel of time to wander within you, like particles of dust blowing about in the sky. The Shrutis, following their method of eliminating everything separate from the Supreme, become successful by revealing you as their final conclusion. Om Jnanatimrandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsya He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shvasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam is 10th canto, very exalted subject matter. That too, chapter number 87, the prayers of the personified Vedas, is very philosophical, highly philosophical. Difficult to read, difficult to explain, but because Prabhuji is instructed, so we're trying to speak something. But before that, we seek blessings from everyone here, so that we can speak something worthwhile for my own purification. So the prayers made by Vedas personified here is very important, because in the 10th canto, Krishna's pastimes are described, Krishna's sweet nectarian pastimes are described, which are very joyful, very purifying, and at the same time, one may think that Krishna is an ordinary person, because pastimes of Krishna, which Krishna has enacted here, just like Krishna is herding the cows, Krishna is killing demons, Krishna is marrying many queens in Dwarka, all this activity, while hearing, one may think that Krishna also is doing ordinary activities just like we do. Just like in Dwarka, Krishna's schedule is mentioned. So towards the end, Vedas personified bring us to the real senses that though Krishna apparently does same activities like we do, human-like activities, but at the same time he is not an ordinary person. A warning, bringing us to the right remembrance. That is why all these prayers are made. And after highly philosophical prayers, then ultimately the final conclusion of the Vedas are mentioned here. Because you are unlimited, neither the lords of heaven nor even you yourself can ever reach the end of your glories. So glories, we generally don't come across this word. Generally we are told to describe something, we are apt to find faults in others. But difficult to see glories. But yes, Krishna is glorious. Glorious means Krishna's qualities, name, form, qualities, pastimes. Everything is so glorious. His pastimes are glorious. And everything is unlimited. Krishna is unlimited. Krishna's glories, qualities are unlimited. Krishna's unlimited qualities, unlimited glories. And all these qualities, each of them are developed in unlimited degree also. Just like if you see about Krishna's compassion. Krishna is so compassionate. We hear about Putana. That Putana came to kill Krishna, but Krishna is so compassionate that he saw the positive part, that Putana came to serve me as mother. So Krishna gave position of Dhatri. And similarly, Krishna's anger. Krishna, when he saw that his relatives, Vasudev, Devaki, and other relatives, they are all tortured by Kamsa. So Krishna became very angry. And then Krishna jumps over Kamsa, he comes to Mathura and then kills Kamsa. Similarly, we see that in the case of Prahlad Maharaj, when Hiranyakashipu was torturing Prahlad Maharaj, then immediately, Satyam vidhatum nija vritti bharshutum vyaptim cha bhuteshu akhileshu chatmatah adrishyatam ati adbhuta roopam udvaham stambhe sabhayam namrigam namanusham. Nrsimhadev, he becomes angry, but when Krishna becomes angry, his anger is also unlimited. So he becomes unlimitedly angry. And then he came out from the pillar of the assembly hall and then started killing all the demons. And this very graphical, animated, Shastric movie, Mahavatar Narasimha, depicted it very nicely. And we see that even after Hiranyakashipu is killed, but still Nrsimhadev is not pacified because his anger is unlimited. Anything about Krishna is unlimited because Krishna is unlimited. He does not have any end. And his anger is so much that even after killing Hiranyakashipu, he is not pacified. And then in Bhagavatam we read that all the demigods come, Lord Shiva comes, and the Lord Shiva says, this is not the right time of destruction. Why you are doing this? And still Lord is not pacified. Lord Shiva offers prayers. Then Brahmaji comes, offers prayers. And then Vidyadharas, Charanas, Siddhas, so many different aliens, so to say, from other planets, they come and then glorify Lord Nrsimhadev, trying to pacify. But Lord Nrsimhadev is not pacified because he is unlimitedly angry. So anything about Krishna is unlimited. And of course we see that what controls that unlimited, what controls the emotions of that unlimited is the devotee, by devotion. Nrsimhadev was so angry. Prahlad Maharaj approached and then just offered very humble prayers. Hare Rugra Chahte Hai. Prahlad Maharaj says that I am born in a demoniac family, how can I glorify you? But seeing the humility of Prahlad Maharaj, seeing the devotion of Prahlad Maharaj, Nrsimhadev immediately is pacified. So anything about Lord Krishna is unlimited. We see about sweetness of Krishna, we see about the 6 opulences of Krishna, Aishwaryasya, Samagrasya, Viryasya, Yashasya, Shriya. Everything is unlimited. Krishna is unlimitedly rich. Krishna is unlimitedly knowledgeable. Krishna is strongest. Everything is unlimited. And what is the purpose of having all this description? Vedas are mentioning all the... Now one may say that why unnecessarily eulogize God? Or in Bhagavad-gita when we say that Krishna is talking about his own qualities. Now one may say that why Krishna is boasting himself so much? But because we need it. Krishna doesn't need to boast. But if he mercifully speaks about himself, then we can hear about Krishna. We can hear about these pastimes of Krishna in Bhagavatam. And then we can absorb our consciousness. Because everything is so much, so unlimited, developed in so much of unlimited qualities, Krishna's qualities, pastimes, that anyone who hears about these unlimited qualities, pastimes, cannot help himself but just get attracted to Krishna. Sometimes we see that even atheists, they come, very materialist people, but when they also see that tumultuous kirtan is going on, for a moment they stop and think, this is amazing. Or sometimes they come for darshan, they see the huge, large, gigantic doors of the Lord, big temple, gorgeously decorated, the deities. They also for a moment think that yes, because Krishna is unlimited, his beauty is unlimited, one cannot help himself but just get attracted to Krishna. And that is the whole purpose of all the Vedas. Like Krishna says in Bhagavad-gita, Manmana bhava mad bhakto mad yajimam namaskuru mam evashasiyattvaivam atmanam mad prayana. Manmana, Krishna says that you engross your consciousness in me. Similarly, in the 7th chapter, Mai asakta manaha partha. Mai asakta, Krishna says that become attached to me. Your consciousness, make your consciousness attached to me. But for making our consciousness attached to something, we should have information about something. So similarly, Krishna is so unlimited, so much of information is available about Krishna in all these Vedic literatures. And when we hear about this, when we hear the unlimited information, unlimited qualities of Krishna, unlimited pastimes of Krishna, unlimitedly sweet qualities, unlimited qualities developed in unlimited degree, then we just get attracted to Krishna. And that is the purpose of all the Vedic literatures. And that is mentioned here, unlimited. It is so much unlimited that even Krishna himself cannot reach end. And how that can be, that's inconceivable. Because if something is unlimited, then how there can be form, how there can be a shape. A question may come that something is unlimited, then there cannot be shape. But that is inconceivable nature of Krishna. That is inconceivable, the Achintya Shakti of Krishna. That though he has unlimited everything, but still he has a beautiful form. Because sometimes people say that God is unlimited, so he cannot have form. You cannot bind Krishna, you cannot limit God into a limited form. Some people say like this. But that is Achintya Shakti of Krishna, that he is unlimited, at the same time he has a form. Or sometimes people say that everybody is God. I am also God, you are also God. But just we have not realized ourselves. And when we develop ourselves, then we can become God. When we will become unlimited by meditation. And then we can also become God. But that's never possible. Just like Srila Prabhupada once was talking to a philosopher. And when philosopher says that everything is one, everything is, I am also God, you are also God. Everything is one, everything is same. Then Prabhupada was trying to explain him from various philosophical viewpoint, Shastric viewpoint, but he was not able to understand. So Prabhupada went forward and caught his collar and started shaking him. And says that, is the cotton on your shirt is same as the cotton in the field? The person could not understand what Prabhupada is asking. Is the cotton on the shirt is same as the cotton in the field? Then he came to senses, no, Swamiji, it is not same. So then that's how Prabhupada is to bring people to senses. Once Prabhupada was in Kumbh Mela, 1971. Prabhupada went Kumbh Mela 2 times. So 1971, when Prabhupada went to Kumbh Mela, devotees would bring many philosophers, various Babas, the elite people to meet Prabhupada for meeting. And Prabhupada would discuss philosophy. So one Babaji came and he says that, Maya, the philosopher, he says that I am God. And Prabhupada was preaching, explaining him, no, it's not possible. We are part and parcel of Krishna, Mama Ivamsho Jiva Loke. And he was not ready to understand. And Prabhupada put all the arguments, still he is not understanding. He still says that I am still God. But then devotees were watching all this and devotees were getting annoyed, Prabhupada's disciples. And they thought that tomorrow we'll teach him a lesson. So Prabhupada had, sometime Prabhupada, though he would philosophically defeat people, but he would have good relation, warm relation with people. So Prabhupada said that why don't you take rest in our camp? And that Babaji agreed. And then at night they took rest. In the morning what devotees did, they closed the doors of lavatory and they locked it. And they kept the keys. And then morning when this person got up, he went to respond to the nature's call. And when he saw the doors are locked, he was panicking. Who has closed the doors? And the devotees came, here's the key. And this person said, please open it as soon as possible. And the devotee said, no, first you say that I am not God. So says, no, I am God. Okay, you are God, then control your motion, control your pressure. I said, no, I am not God. Then the devotee opened it, he finished the business, and then he came out, then he says, this is my Leela. So people was stubborn, cannot understand. But it is not possible. The fact is, we can never become God. It is only God who has unlimited qualities. And still he can have a form. It is not that we are right now limited, we have a form, we do meditation and then become unlimited and become God. It is not possible. It is foolishness. So, here again and again this emphasis is made in all the shlokas that Krishna is unlimited, unlimited, to remind us that though Krishna is performing all these pastimes which appear to be like humans, but at the same time, he is unlimited. He is unconceivably unlimited. And when we engross our consciousness in this unlimited, then it purifies our consciousness. We can go back to Godhead. Though Krishna is unlimited, but devotee having devotion can control this unlimited. Another thing mentioned here is the countless universes, each enveloped in its shell, are compelled by the wheel of time to wander within you, like particles of dust blowing about in the sky. Just like big universes. We go to Juhu beach for Shobha Yatra. We see so much water is available, so much water. So much water. Now when we have to lift 20 liters water jar, we have to put efforts, we get tired in a short distance. Or when we have to lift the book bag in book distribution, we get tired. But we see here that so much amount of water, vast, enormous amount of water in the ocean. And this is what is little bit of total water visible to us. There's so much more available on the planet. And this much weight is held by the planet, Earth, one planet. And then, in the total cosmic structure, there's so many more universes. If we talk about one universe under Brahmanda, then there are shells, 7 layers, and each of these layers is 10 times larger, thicker than the previous layer. We talked about little water here. We talked about the 20 liters jar which we have difficult to lift. But so much amount of water, so much amount of earth, everything is all 7 layers in so much quantity available. And all of that, innumerable, many universes, millions of universes like this are floating in the body of Krishna. And how it is compared to the whole universe is just like there is wind right now and there are small particles, dust particles. Hardly, its existence also is hardly acknowledged. Very insignificant. And the air doesn't have to put any efforts to move these particles. So similarly, Krishna, without any efforts, Krishna just pushes all these things into motion by the effect of time, when he incarnates as time, in his form as time. So that is the Shakti of Krishna. And Krishna breathes in, breathes out, the creation, annihilation takes place. So that is possible by Krishna's Achintya Shakti. Krishna is so unlimited. And this large purport, if we cover everything, it will take so much of time. We'll touch upon some parts. Lord Narayan replied, no, you Shrutis are gifted with more sublime vision than the demigods who rule this universe. You will be able to reach the end of my glories if you do not stop now. So Lord Narayan replied that you Shrutis are gifted with more sublime vision than the demigods. So vision, the beauty of the thing depends on the eyes or the vision of beholder. Just like a computer, let's say, or a watch or a mobile phone. When a child looks at this, the child takes the watch, smart watch, or he takes the mobile phone, and he considers this as a toy. He starts playing, throwing around, starts eating it. He thinks that this is some toy, or walking around it. Similarly, when a normal user sees this smartphone, then he sees as a means of entertainment, tool for entertainment. Or a software engineer sees this, he will see from a different viewpoint, programming, etc. And a hardware person, engineer sees this, he will see from a different viewpoint. Same like example of the flower here. We see the flower, a pujari will see this is a beautiful offering to Krishna and offer to the lotus feet of Radharasbihari. A salesman sees this as an object of making business. And animals will see this as an eatable. So the vision depends on the consciousness. So though Krishna is unlimited, but Kamsa saw Krishna as just an unlimited person having some special mystic powers. But devotee knows that Krishna is unlimited and he is controller of everything. He is not an ordinary person. He is not just an ordinary or extraordinary mystic person, but he is the supreme personality of Godhead. So that vision depends on the consciousness, and that consciousness is given by the mercy. Just like Krishna says in Bhagavad-gita also, Yogame Paishyam Aishwaram. Arjuna, now I am giving you the vision by which you will be able to see my Yogam Aishwaram, my divine opulence. So that it's not possible just by Shastric studies. Sevonmukhehi jivado swayam eva sfrityada. Ata Sri Krishnamadi navavid grahyam indre sevonmukhehi jivado swayam eva sfrityada. When we do seva unmukha, the favorable seva towards Krishna, then sevonmukhe jivado, beginning from the tongue, by chanting the holy names, by honoring prasadam, describing the glories of Krishna, then swayam eva sfrityada. By mercy of Krishna, all these things are revealed from within the heart. Krishna sees that this devotee is doing so much hard work, he is making efforts. So, let me reveal my glories. Krishna reveals. Similarly, the mercy comes from Krishna, mercy comes through devotees. Just like that shloka, Yasya devi para bhakti yatha devi tatha gurau tasyete kathita hirtha prakashante mahatmanah. As much faith one has in the deities, in the Lord, similarly, if one has faith in the spiritual master, then tasyete kathita hirtha prakashante mahatmanah. The imports of all the Vedic literatures will be revealed from within the heart. And we can see in the example of Krishna himself. Krishna, when he was in Gurukul with Sudama, then we hear that pastime that Krishna with Sudama went to fetch the firewood. And then when they were stuck in the water, there was so much of inundation of rain. There was no difference between lower level, higher level. Everything was just water. They were lost in the way. But Krishna and Sudama, they waited at night holding each other's hand. In the next morning, Sandipani Muni came searching for Krishna and Sudama. And when he saw that this disciples have made so much of efforts and sincerely they tried to serve the spiritual master, then Sandipani Muni blesses God, Krishna, that because you have done so much of hard work, sincerely try to follow my instruction. So it is blessing that all the things, all the knowledge which you have learned in the Gurukula will remain fresh in your memory. So it is that mercy coming from Krishna, mercy coming from the spiritual master, which helps us to go deeper in spiritual realizations. When we do seva, when we do shravanam, kirtanam, along with that seva, then that helps us to go deeper in Krishna consciousness. That helps us to get complete shelter of Krishna. And this faith increases as we get practically into sevas. Just like I was reading that book, Dancing White Elephants. Srila Giriraj Swami Maharaj has written this book, Dancing White Elephants. In that book, how they had complete faith on Prabhupada. Prabhupada's disciples had complete faith on Prabhupada. Once devotees went to meet Mr. Birla in Mumbai or Karkalta, somewhere they went to meet Birla. And Maharaj went with he had all the arrangement, he had life membership form, books, prasad, and Maharaj went to meet the Birla family, and he gifted these things to Birla. And then Maharaj, the person was asking that how much should I pay for these books? And as this person was asking, Maharaj said that no, we don't sell these books, we just give to the life members. And then the person asked how much, Birla asked how much for the life membership. Then Maharaj said this much. Then Mr. Birla paid the check, and Maharaj came to Prabhupada, and Maharaj thought that I have taken amount more than the books, but not only books, but I got extra amount and made him member also. So probably I will get compliment from Prabhupada. And when Maharaj came and went to Srila Prabhupada, reported, and Prabhupada said that actually you should not have done this. Prabhupada said that the trick is you give the books and tell that this is a gift for you. No price. And then he asked, how much should I pay? He said, no, we are coming with a nice temple in Mayapur, do as much you can. So then Maharaj went to Kolkata, and then again the senior Birla, Maharaj went to meet the father Birla. And then Maharaj applied same tactic. The person was insisting, Mr. Birla was saying, no, you tell me the amount, I want to pay the amount. And Maharaj said, no, it's only a gift for you. And then the person asked, Mr. Birla asked, how much should is there anything I can do for you? Then Maharaj said, yeah, we have a big temple upcoming in Mayapur, if you can do something. Then he gave a big amount. Then Maharaj came to Prabhupada, and this is Prabhupada said, see, I told you. So unflinching faith in the words of spiritual master. Anything, faith can move mountains, they say. But faith in the spiritual words, spiritual master's words can really move mountains. And anything is possible. Even impossible. Pangum langayate girim. If at the mercy of the spiritual master, Pangum langayate girim, and the lame man can also cross the mountain. Mukam karoti vachalam. Even mukha, one who cannot speak, the dumb person also can start speaking eloquently. This is the mercy of spiritual master. And similarly, one incident was, Prabhupada told that you should go and make members and try to do fundraising for Mayapur, distribute books. So Giriraj Maharaj writes that though I was junior most among others, but then I was good at communications and convincing people. So there was a team of the Krishna Maharaj, Giriraj Maharaj, and few more devotees. They went to meet one very well-to-do person. I don't remember the city. It was Calcutta probably, Calcutta. They went to meet the person, very rich person, and then they talked for a while, and then Maharaj proposed that we have this upcoming big temple in Mayapur. So please help us. And the person said that, but I am not in good condition right now. And Maharaj describes that the home was the nice chandelier and the marble flooring and expensive fittings and everything. Then person said, I'm not in good financial condition. And then Maharaj, what about this marble flooring and chandelier? What about all these things? So person said that, but I am not in right now currently in the good financial condition. He said, the maximum favor I can do for you is I can give you my car and driver. The car will drop you and come back. And Maharaj said, fine, whatever Krishna gives, we'll utilize that. So they took the car, the driver came to drop devotees, and then Maharaj was thinking that how can we utilize this opportunity given by Krishna? So what they did is, it was nice, the ambassador car, very rare in those days. Sat in the ambassador car, and then they told the driver, take to, I forgot the name, the well-known person in Calcutta. Maharaj told that, take to this person. And then they went inside without appointment or anything. The watchmen were there, but seeing the nice car, they just opened the gate and went inside. And after going inside, they got down, the driver went back, and they are walking. Nobody knows what to do, where to go. They're just walking ahead, going ahead. And then they went and reached the reception area. Large lobby, sofa was there. They just went and sat. And then the attendant, he came. Attendant was not understanding what to do. And that Maharaj writes that we were also not clear that what to do. We're just waiting. In the meantime, one small boy came, 12 years old boy came, Chandrakant. And then Maharaj greeted him, Hare Krishna. The boy said, Hare Krishna. Are you from Hare Krishna temple? He said, yeah, we are from Hare Krishna temple. Can I do something for you? And Maharaj said, yeah, we want to meet Mr. Such and Such, Mr. XYZ. He said, oh, okay, fine. I will tell my grandfather that somebody has come to meet you. Maharaj was trying several times to meet this person, but it was not happening. Now it has happened. Mr. XYZ came in a nice suit, and then in a very aristocratic manner, he greeted devotees, very respectful, submissive. And then he asked devotees, can I do something for you? And Maharaj explained everything. And very simply, Maharaj said that we are coming up with a big project in Mayapur. Can you help us whatever best you can? And this person said, oh, fine, I will do whatever bit I can. And then devotees left after giving prasad, books, etc. Devotees left. And for many months, there was no response from this person. So devotees were thinking what to do. Maharaj was trying to contact this person from various connections through various other influential people, but there was no response. Then Maharaj remembers, okay, there was this boy Chandrakant. So somehow he called this boy Chandrakant. I want to talk to Chandrakant. And Chandrakant took the phone. And Maharaj said, do you remember we came from Hare Krishna temple? We came from ISKCON temple, Hare Krishna. And the boy remembered, yes, I remember. And Maharaj asked that your grandfather had promised to give something to us. He promised that he will send something for you, but we have not got any response till now. Then Chandrakant said, okay, I'll remind my grandfather. Then Maharaj said that we don't know whether Chandrakant told or not, but we were sure that he must have told, because after 2 days, a big car came with the driver, and the driver came and handed over a check of 25,000 rupees. And that was the biggest amount which we ever received, Maharaj writes. This is 50 years back. So, the point is, Prabhupada said that we should go out, connect to people, try giving them Krishna consciousness. And one may think, just taking money. Oh, it is Dadati Pratigranati. Prabhupada writes in the Nectar of Instructions purports that Dadati Pratigranati. One may think that what a sadhu has, we don't have much, but we have mercy of Krishna through the books, through prasadam, through the message of Krishna, knowledge of Krishna, we can give them. Dadati, we can give out these things. Prabhupada says that in the purport that we go out and distribute these Vedic literatures to connect people to Krishna. That is the Dadati. And Granati, Pratigranati, people give some donation, something, and that we accept. So we are following Srila Rupa Goswami. So the point is, if we have unflinching faith in the words of spiritual master, in the Vedic literatures, in Krishna, then mercy comes, and that mercy acts as this special vision, what is mentioned by Lord Narayana here. That we will be able to reach, we are gifted, you Shrutis are gifted with more sublime vision. So vision is the consciousness which we have. We will be able to think of Krishna in everything. Just like Srila Prabhupada used to think. It's the great mercy of Prabhupada, unlimitedly unconceivable mercy of Prabhupada, which Prabhupada has given us, that all these things, just by reading this shloka, is it difficult what the words are. What to speak of translation purport. Even the commentaries are given, still it is difficult for us to understand. And that was the way to approach Supreme, indirect way. It's very difficult to approach Krishna. Only those who are very, very Sukritis and those who are very austere, very knowledgeable, only they can approach the Supreme. That also not in the exact way as Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In indirect way at the absolute truth. But it is mercy of Srila Prabhupada that he has so easily given us to the most unqualified, most wretched people of Kali Yuga. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Nityananda Prabhu has given in the Hari Nam Sankirtan. Golokera Premadana Hari Nam Sankirtan. The highest thing, Hari Nam Sankirtan is given to the lowest people. Papi, Tapi, Jata Chilo, Hari Name Uddharilo, Tar Saki Jagai Madhai. The Papi, the sinful people, Tapi, the wretched, those who are tormented, everybody is delivered by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. And Jagai and Madhai is Sakshi, is evidence of this, proof of this. So it's great mercy of Srila Prabhupada that very complicated subject matter of Srimad Bhagavatam, absolute truth Krishna, he has just given it so easily that even a newcomer to Krishna consciousness, if he has read Prabhupada's books nicely, then he can defeat any philosopher. So we should try to pay back, although it is not possible for us to pay back our gratitude to Srila Prabhupada, but we can try to connect more people to Krishna by bringing more people to Krishna consciousness movement in whatever best possible way, and Krishna accepts it. Krishna is unlimited, he doesn't need anything. Krishna is unlimitedly unlimited, he doesn't need anything. Even if we glorify Krishna, it's like showing lamp to the sun, no effect, but we get purified. When we offer something to Krishna, he mercifully accepts. He doesn't need, but still he mercifully accepts. Just like Lord Ramachandra instructed to build a bridge, and the squirrel was also trying her best, and Lord Ramachandra appreciated, acknowledged, accepted that seva. Similarly, we try our best little bit, and Krishna will accept. So let us try to pay back to Srila Prabhupada, attempt to pay back to Srila Prabhupada for what he has given us. And just like Krishna is merciful, Krishna's devotees are also merciful. We read all these books about Prabhupada, biographies about Prabhupada. That Srila Prabhupada, once Ramanand Prabhu writes that Srila Prabhupada was once traveling, they went for a university program, and then at night, 11:30 at night, Prabhupada was coming back. Brahmanand Prabhu was sitting behind, and Prabhupada was sitting with Brahmanand Prabhu. Brahmanand Prabhu was sitting with Prabhupada. Then Prabhupada was chanting, and after some time Prabhupada started dozing off. And on the shoulder of Brahmanand Prabhu, Prabhupada started taking rest. And Brahmanand Prabhu writes the realization that this is my, look at this is my spiritual master. He had all the energy of the day from morning, 12:30 a.m. he is awake. And he has given every last inch of energy, last ounce of energy for delivering people, for connecting people to Krishna. Went for so many meetings, so many programs, university programs, and now last amount of energy also is drained out to serve Krishna. Of course, Prabhupada serves Krishna in the spiritual world, but he doesn't need to come to the material world. But just compassion, because Krishna is unlimitedly compassionate, his devotees are also unlimitedly compassionate. So to give that mercy to devotees, Prabhupada did so much hard work to write these books. We should read these books and distribute these books. Last, concluding with this nice pastime, we heard from Brahmanand Prabhu that one Srila Prabhupada told him that I did not want to come to the material world. But then Krishna was insisting, you go and do some preaching. Prabhupada said, I don't want to go to the material world where people don't remember you. But then Prabhupada says, Krishna forced me that you just go and write these books and come back. I will take care of the rest. And in similar connection, once one reporter was asking Prabhupada, Swamiji, how did you write so many books in such a short duration? And Prabhupada told that, I have not written these books, Krishna has written these books. And the devotee who was standing next to Prabhupada, he said, Swamiji is trying to explain. I think Rameshwar Prabhu says this. He told the reporter, trying to explain that Swamiji means to say that God, Krishna from within the heart has inspired him to write these books. And Prabhupada looked at Rameshwar Prabhu, says, no, when I say Krishna has written these books, that means Krishna has written these books. Every night when I sit with the dictaphone, Krishna personally comes and dictates, and I just write these things. I take these dictations and just record them. That is how I have written these books. So these books are not ordinary books, not ink and paper. These are words of Krishna personally. That is why it is changing so many people's lives. So let us take this opportunity, which is very rare. Let's read these books nicely. Let's do sincere devotional service and connect as many people more possible to Krishna, to Prabhupada's mission, and life will be sublime. Hare Krishna. Any questions connected to today's discussion? Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Shri Prabhupada ki, Anand Koti Vaishnavrind ki, Natai Gaur Premanande.